Stop chasing perfection. That's something that I want to tell myself that I've put off on uploading a first video on YouTube because my own obsession, along with some other things that I don't really feel like sharing, right? But mainly it's just, I expect to be good at something when I start something new, right? If that makes sense. So like, say I'm writing a book. I expect me to be able to master grammar, master sentence structure, master plot, character development, etc., just right out the gate without any practice. And, saying out loud, you already know that that's impossible, right? There's no way in hell you could ever do that. But, the brain and humans in general, they're irrational. Sometimes we let our feelings and fears control us, and we end up regretting what we don't do in the end. And I'm tired of that regret. I'm tired of feeling frustrated, tired of letting these feelings and negative thoughts control my actions. So I decided I'm done chasing perfection. I'm done wasting time, making excuses, and I'm just gonna put shit out there just for myself, even if it does terrible, even if it is terrible. Even if it is terrible, I still want to do it because I want to be able to prove to myself that I'm capable of doing it. That even if it's not perfect, I'm willing to go through the grinder to sharpen that stone until it becomes a diamond, I don't think stones become diamonds, but you get what I'm trying to say. But that's enough of an introduction. Introduction of the topic at hand. I want to introduce myself. I'm Aunt Mo. I don't really know what niche I'm going to do on YouTube. I just want to upload videos. It's been a dream of mine since I was a child, like a lot of YouTubers, and probably you watching this right now. And I'm making this video is really for myself, even though I've publicly uploaded it on YouTube, and you may be seeing this video for yourself right now. I mainly just uploaded this video for myself. I wanted to prove that I could upload a YouTube video, that I could, not try and chase this impossibly high standard for where I am right now. Like, I'm a level 1 crook trying to become a level 1 mafia boss in less than a day. It's just not plausible without cheats, and unfortunately, I'm rock bottom. I'm all out of cash. No cheats whatsoever. But, I just want to take my time, and hey, maybe if you're listening, someone's listening to this, maybe it could help you start whatever it is that you've been putting off because you were just worried about your own imperfections, which, look, it's completely nonsensical, I've realized. So far in this recording, I've probably rambled on and stumbled upon my words, stuttered, probably hear all my breathing and gasps because I'm not used to talking a lot, but I'm still gonna upload this video, right? Because I'm done, I'm tired chasing perfection. I just want to do what I enjoy and not let my own doubts and misgivings control me any further. Now, I don't expect anybody to watch this video, which is, you may be asking yourself, well, why am I uploading this? And I already answered that. I'm just doing it for myself. I don't care if anybody watches it. I don't care if you like it or you clicked off of it in the first 15 seconds, although you wouldn't be hearing this if you did that. But I'm just saying, right? Like, this is just mainly for my eyes and ears only, and anyone else is welcome to tune in, right? It's kind of like a podcast, except, I don't plan on doing a podcast. There's just way too many podcasts out on there. But, yeah, I'm just tired and angry at myself for letting my own obsession with perfection get in the way of making an actual video, right? Like, just the other night, I spent 5+ hours trying to fix my mic audio because I didn't like the way that it sounded. I didn't like the way my own voice sounded, right? And, I think it's something that every YouTuber goes through, or not even every YouTuber, just someone like, if you ever recorded your voice and you play it back and listen to it, I think you immediately realize that dissonance between what's in the recording and what you actually hear. And one thing that I actually didn't know this, but like that recording, that voice that you hear in recording, that's your actual voice, right? I don't particularly know the exact science of it because I'm a dumbass, but apparently when we talk, we send vibrations through like our head and stuff, and our brain just kind of alters the signal and whatever, and the skull. I don't understand it. Point is, the voice that we hear when we talk is not the same as the actual voice that people around us hear. And it was just kind of eye-opening, I suppose. It's like the mirror version of yourself, right? Where people tend to think that the way they look in the mirror is their true self, is the self that looks better, when in actuality, that's not the case at all, right? Like, the mirror is an inverse version of yourself. It's flipped. So usually you don't look like that. If you want an accurate depiction of yourself, you'd have to actually use a recording and specific filters and distance. You can look that up if you wanted to. But the point that I'm getting at is I had trouble accepting the way that I sound, because I don't know, I thought I sounded like a cool, smooth dude. But in actuality, I think I sound normal, I guess. That's all I can really say. I think maybe sound nasally or sound insecure, nervous, and I guess that's just to be expected. My chest was tightening right before this recordings, and I felt the anxiety, but I had to keep going. I had to push through it, right? Because if you want to make a dream a reality, you got to put in the work. It doesn't just come out of nowhere. You have to grind for it. But to get back on track, right? I didn't like my own voice. I was putting it off. I was obsessing over perfection. I already talked about how I spent 5+ hours trying to fine tune my mic audio. Now, granted, there was an electric hum in the recording, right? And I feel as though it would have been good audio if I left that in, right? Like, I know the point of this video is to not chase perfection, but I feel as though that doesn't mean you have to completely make something dog shit, right? Like, at least I expect at least a little bit of effort, right? That's all I'm trying to say. So, I fixed that. Had to reposition my mic and everything, messing with settings, messing with my PC, etc. And I finally got it to work, so that's a good thing. That's why you're hearing this video right now. But, yeah, I regret a lot of things because of my own anxiety, and I remember that wasn't the case, right? I think maybe we all could remember that when we were younger and we just didn't care what other people thought or what we did or even our own self-image, right? We found something we loved and we did it. We ate food. We ate lots of delicious food because we didn't care about calories or getting fat. The food was good, so we ate, right? We wanted to play with that person over there, so we made friends with them and we played. But as we get older, I believe that we get more self-conscious, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think it's not a natural thing that we get self-conscious, more like a societal thing, right? Like, maybe we try to get people to like us more, right? So we want to appear aloof, cool, and distant, mysterious. And in the pursuit of that, we suppress our true will. We don't do what we really want to do, right? Like, that's pretty much how I've been, right? I've been suppressing what I've truly want to do out of maintaining my own image, and I'm tired of it. Right? I didn't want to be perceived as a beginning YouTuber, a novice, someone that didn't have it all figured out. Like, Buddy still's got his audio problems, Buddy's editing his dog, etc. But the fact of the matter is, that's what I am, right? I'm a beginner, I'm a novice, and I think I just have to take it with stride. And sure, people will judge my video as poor quality, and that's perfectly fine because, I just wanted to put something out there, right? The problem with just beginning YouTubers is that they don't ever start, right? Like, it's better to start horribly and have like low views than it is to constantly try to chase this image of what you believe you should be capable of doing at the starting line, right? So you watch tutorial after tutorial on how to edit or cut or how to make a gaming video or something like that, and you never actually start. You just procrastinate over and over again, just going in circles, never once, just obsessing over the perfect first vid. And there is no perfect first vid. Like, I've been watching a couple of YouTubers I've grew up on, like Kurig's Kitchen, Dashi, Fusion Z Gamer, etc, and I scroll through their earliest videos, right? And those videos they weren't perfect at all. Like, oftentimes audio was bad, camera was bad, maybe they didn't even talk at all. Now granted, right, a lot of these YouTubers, they kind of started in the earlier days of technology in general, so they just didn't have the access to the level of technology we have now. But the point of the matter is that even though they didn't have the best equipment, the best gear, the best, editing, audio, etc., they still went ahead and pursued their dream, right? And look where that got them. They found mild to overwhelming success. And I want to follow their footsteps, not in like necessarily like what they do, but like the process of it all, for like every like popular YouTuber, right? Like most of them, they just built themselves from the ground up. But that's kind of hard to do nowadays, like organically, just YouTube. Like, usually you have to do like shorts or upload some Instagram reels or TikToks or whatever. But the point that I'm getting at is, I'm telling myself that it's alright to start ugly, right? If I'm starting a race, it's alright to not run as fast as everyone else. It's alright to not stay in the pack. It's alright to just be in the back, last place, going at my own pace. Because at the end of the day, I don't have a rush. It's not a rush, right? YouTube is a journey, right? It's not like I have a particular deadline where I have to do X, Y, Z by this date or else I'm cooked, right? That's just not the case. Like, I have the time. I don't have responsibilities. Because, I fear. They're scaring me. More fearful than anything else in this world. But yeah, I just have to just run at my own pace, right? And as I run, I get better. Like a muscle, you train it, you get better, and you start picking up the pace. Now you can run faster, right? Maybe you ran a mile in an hour, right? Then next week you run the mile in 30 minutes, half an hour, and you keep improving. Although I think a mile in an hour is just absolutely terrible. But yeah, you get what I'm trying to say. We all start somewhere, right? No matter how slow or sloppy it is, as long as we reach that finish line, that's all that matters, right? And when we are on the way to the finish line, that's where we often find the majority of our growth, or the self-actualization, what our style is as a person, as a YouTuber, a content creator, a writer, whatever, whatever you're procrastinating on. And it's all to say that I just don't want to feel any more regret in my life, right? Like, I regret so much stuff because I didn't do it, right? Like, I can hardly remember a memory in my head where I'm like, I regret taking this action. Majority of the memories of my regret comes from me not doing something. So I won't regret. I won't keep making mistakes over and over again. So I'll upload a video that's sloppy, that's probably gonna do terrible, but hey, that's fine. I'm a no vice YouTuber. I'm still getting the hang of it, and that's all I care about. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm not procrastinating. I'm actually doing something. I'm starting the race, starting the journey. And I think a part of what has helped me is therapy. I wasn't a big believer in it. I just kind of thought that, talking about my problems. I'm a man. I don't have problems. I just bottle them up. And then eventually I just end up beating some unsuspecting person, right? Because I got too fucking angry because my ice cream fell at the floor. But I mean, it's actually just helped a lot. Like, I found a person that actually could be vulnerable with, talk about my issues. And I think that's helped me reconcile with my own thoughts and misgivings so that I can actually, sit here and record this video that's all over the place. But I don't care. I don't care because I'm starting. It's my first video. I'm a novice. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna get better, hopefully. That's my next point, right? So, therapy has helped me get over this obsession, my anxiety, but what I've learned, and this is from my therapist and also just from talking to other people, is that you don't really get rid of this. You don't really get rid of, how should I put this? You can only start despite your own doubt and obsession when you actually start. Alright? I know that sounds kinda dumb, but let me explain, right? So what I've come to learn is that humans are creatures of habit, right? So the more we repeatedly do something, the more that it becomes ingrained into our daily lives. And so we start autopiloting it, right? You don't notice that you're taking this action. You do it because you've always done it, right? Something like brushing your teeth, waking up to go to school, right? Going to the gym, right? If you standardize these processes, more than likely these are habits that you just do. You don't have to think about it, right? It's just automatic. And when you don't do it, it feels off, like something is off. And I say this because we humans can build the habit of avoidance. We get anxious, nervous, we get scared, we feel like we're being threatened in certain situations. And so our body or our mind says, hey, this doesn't feel good, we're uncomfortable right now, let's get the hell out of here, right? And so we bounce, right? We don't engage in conversation with our table partner at school, or we don't say hello to the cute barista working at Femboy Hooters, right? We just, what? Barista? Whatever. The point is, we don't do what we want to do because we've so masterfully and just craftily built up a habit of avoidance. We avoid everything that makes us uncomfortable, even at the cost of our own happiness, content, even our own feelings. We betray ourselves just for that momentary period of respite, of relief, right? But we know how these things end, right? After we avoid, after we don't do what we actually want to do, we feel regret, right? And that regret makes us feel down. And when we feel down, that only reinforces the avoidance, right? So it never actually gets better. It's like a loop, like Ouroboros. And the only way to break this habit is to do it. Just don't avoid it, right? Like, do the thing that makes you uncomfortable. Like, I'm hecka uncomfortable right now. This is the most I've talked at all for the week. I can go multiple days without talking at all. So I'm just, this is all a new experience for me, but I want to break the habit of avoidance, right? So even if I am uncomfortable or nervous or even insecure about myself for this whole journey, I want to do it for my own self, for my own sake, right? Because in this world, the only person that's going to care more for me is me. I'm the only one. So I've got to take care of myself. I got to make sure that within every waking moment of my life, I'm doing something that I approve of, that I'm not going to regret. And I think this is my first step of many steps towards being comfortable in my own skin, being comfortable doing what I want to do, regardless of how other people would perceive me, you know? But yeah, I think I've said everything that I've wanted to say. Yeah, my notes are pretty much empty. I went through every bullet point, and yeah, I believe that's it. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna keep in this video. I've almost recorded for like 30 minutes, but hey, fuck it, we ball, right? You stuck around for this long. I don't particularly know why, but thank you regardless. And you know, you don't have to subscribe or leave a like. I mean, if you want to talk about your own problems, your own emotions and feelings, feel free to chat in the comments. I'll respond, or someone else could input their own experience, right? It's a safe space. I don't particularly care. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully there'll be another video on this channel soon. Alright, peace out. Thank you for watching.